on the cartridge there's credits for 80. Now 60 people, or was it 59 and one dog? I've been counting them all at once, and so things like that add to the public perception that it takes 60 people to make a Game Boy game, and even in a big development company it doesn't. And I think there might be a renaissance of the small team. Possibly, but I think it's totally new games are very far and few in between. We see all 3D games, they're all playing exactly the same game essentially. Is you're running around with a gun looking for things to shoot.
Doom style. Because developers are scared of taking new concepts on board. I discussed this with a programmer on Share. I said exactly what he said. He said we've got ideas but people are so scared of touching them.
So the answer to that would be to actually implement those ideas. So they actually make that game and take it to a publisher. And then if the first publisher you go to is scared. So this is why it's intellectual property and copyright. Copyright is, in the first instance, if you're not an employee of a company, the creator of any original work, it owns the copyright. And if the cost of developing an idea to the stage where you can show it to a publisher is no more than the cost of your PC, which most of us will have one these days, then it's not unthinkable to think that. But then I'm not sure what publishers are. I haven't actually tried it recently. I haven't tried taking. Of course, I haven't actually had anything close enough to finished to try it. But I'm not sure what reaction you get if you walked into a publisher today with the next big thing and you stuck it on their desk.
Do you not fancy you'd probably strangulate me, run over and strangulate me for saying this, but do you not fancy carrying the Manic Miner saga on and doing something else with it?
I do, but it's there is because of business complications, I wouldn't necessarily own anything I do on that. Well, I feel I would, but there's other people who feel they've got a right to. Well, yeah, that is unfortunately it does attract the wrong sort of person. But yeah, there are certain buzzards looking around for signs of weakness in it.
I was going to ask you, even with this spate that we're going through now, with all these modern 3D shooters and everything, I mean, how does it make you feel? I mean, when we look on the net if you look in any websites with old games or anything, if it's anything like me, I find that the 80s gaming scene and things like that is synonymous with games like Manic Miner and Willy, and people are still really clamouring over it. There's such a huge fan base about it. I mean, even now, how does that make you feel? Like to know that something you created that long ago.
Well, it's to a large extent, I think it is just nostalgia. I mean, it isn't just my games. It is all the games of the era that Jetpacks, the Night Balls, the Disease. Loads of yes, loads of yes, hard. What was it? There were a few variations of it as well. Oh, right.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Well, yeah, a lot of it was nostalgic, but the might also be the fact that they were the first ones we actually had at home. And so they were our specials just for that reason. Like our first girlfriend and the first bike and stuff like that. It's
They're probably the most frustrating games I've ever played.
well,
I'll just never forget falling down a pit and watching him fall 20 times over. I
have to admit that was just all design on my part. When Derek did Jet Set Willy, so this is Derek Racing, he had a brilliant idea of like when you die you reappear at the last safe place you will stand, and that seems so obvious now and everybody does it, but everything's obvious once somebody has done it. But until then, it wasn't evolution. I mean, there's nothing revolutionary about any game I did. I took some ideas from Donkey Kong, some ideas from mine 2049er, which is already on sale before I started, and I cooked them up as a last treat for Spectrum owners, and it works okay. And but there were better Spectrum games after that as well, of course, even on the 48K Spectrum.
Hungry Horace, was that one about him?
It was actually, it was that last rare one with the, I think, not really the Jetman, but one where you were sailing. I'm sure there was something that...
Cyber one, yeah.
Yeah, that and Elite, and I think there's one more Spectrum game that I'll rank higher than Starpoint. I'm sure it'll come to me. I'll stick it on my website. Okay, any more questions?
Do the whole journalist bit. Andrew Fisher comes also in. Is there one game that you would like to have written? Any game in history that you would like to have written?
I think. Well, I'm not a great fan of violent shooting games. Well, I like playing them more, but I wouldn't like to publish them. But nonetheless, I still like to have written them. And I still may. just not first.
How long did it take to write?
Well, the actual coding, all I had was paper. I bought a notebook. I went on holiday to Italy for 2 weeks. I bought a squared notebook because they're on sale. Everyone uses square paper for everything in Italy, fortunately. So even up the mountain, I could buy some. I drew some of the levels, but I drew them full screen. I drew 24 lines high, so the levels I drew weren't actually usable. But I came back from that holiday and got to my computer and literally 8 weeks later we were duplicating sets. That shows the benefits of a good holiday, I suppose. So people have often asked me, why can't I write another one in 8 weeks? And they were very much asking me 8 weeks after Manic Miner, they were asking why haven't you written another one as well? And
That's like military as well.
And they were very, very, very upset that 8 months went into Jet Set Willy when